Hello, I am Keegan, and in this video I wanted to talk about being 3 months on T and the power of pronouns and how we identify ourselves. Alright, so 3 months on T, physical changes, I would say not a whole lot of difference between being 2 months, but I think my voice has gotten a little bit deeper. Some cracking, especially when I try to sing in the car, which thankfully it's just me, usually, that hears that. I would say I'm getting hairier, like, definitely, like, on my upper thighs, just, like, darker hair, even on my stomach. I'm getting kind of, like, a dark happy trail, and, like, right here, it's getting darker, and, I don't know, my roommate the other day was like, do you have a mustache? And I was like, yeah, that's right, I do. No, I don't know if I do or not. We'll see. Blonde hair kind of coming in, my chin. Again, I don't really know if that's like peach fuzz or what, or if it's actual hair. So, we'll see. Power of being blonde is you don't really know. I'm hungry. Hungry would be like the biggest word to define right now. I like will eat a meal and then an hour later just be like starving. And I'm worried I'm gaining weight, but like I don't really see it in how my clothes are fitting. Maybe that's due to like fat redistribution or what, but yeah, so that's positive. Emotionally, I think this has been the hardest month. I didn't really realize how hard it would be to transition while being a college student. And being in classes especially, it's just a lot, like having to deal with school, and then on top of that having to deal with my body changing. Like basically I'm going through menopause and puberty, which I've said before, and my body is kind of like doing its own thing. I basically have no control over my emotions or how tired I am at certain points, and it's really hard when I need to study or have finals or what, and I physically like can't get up because I'm just like so tired in the morning, or like I have had a lot of personal stuff going on, which has made dealing with kind of the psychological and physical changes of transitioning even more difficult. I feel like having school and transitioning was a lot already, and then to just have a whole nother layer of personal stuff and family stuff going on has made it that much harder to kind of stay sane. I also started a new job, which has been great because I need money because I'm a hungry college student, but also that has brought its own set of challenges to everything that's going on. I don't have a lot of time to really take care of myself lately, which has been really, really hard. And yeah. Another thing that has been really difficult about this past month is that as I get deeper and deeper into my transition, I didn't really realize that certain things would be as difficult or as emotionally hard on me as they are. For example, at my new job, for whatever reason, they've kind of decided that I am female, even though I kind of went in as Keegan and introduced myself as male. Just being called she and her and girl and senorita like all day is really emotionally draining, which I didn't really realize was going to be as big of a deal as it is. In my transition early on, I wasn't passing as much. I still am not passing all the time, but I am more, which is incredible. But to be at work and to be misgendered over and over and over again is really emotionally taxing. Another thing is, a lot of you know I got my name legally changed. Previous to doing that, my birth name really bothered me, just because it was so feminine, but I kind of dealt with it because I was like, well, it's my legal name. Like, correcting people or telling people not to use that name, it felt like kind of fraudulent because that technically was still my name. But now that it's changed, I know it's not been a long time, but it's just really, it's triggering for me to hear it because I just feel like it invalidates the progress that I've made and kind of the emotional work I've gone through to get to this point of being confident in who I am and being confident in Keegan. It just brings me back to a point where I felt like I was never really going to be able to be who I was. So yeah, obviously it's not a good feeling, and it's really not good to have those emotions brought up. So that kind of brings me to my next point, and the power of pronouns and addressing people by what they want to be called. I know a lot of you don't really think that it's that big of a deal to call somebody the wrong pronoun on accident or refer to them by a name that they previously used, but it really is. And I understand that it's super freaking difficult to change what you've been calling somebody for so long, but your effort in doing that is incredible, and it means a lot. I know for me, it's really hard, like I said, to hear my birth name and to be called by female pronouns. And I understand that this is hard for all of us. And I love this statement. I'm not transitioning. We're all transitioning, because it's truly a group transition. We all have to look at me differently and call me a different name. And I understand that's not easy, but I have empathy for you guys, just like I appreciate your empathy towards me. And I thank you so much for your support and your love, and keep it coming, because this is not easy, and I wish I had a trans group around me, but I don't. So whatever you can give is much appreciated, because I'm struggling a little bit, to be completely honest. Thank you for watching this video. I promise next week's or whenever will be less depressing, but thank you, and I appreciate everything. Alright, love you all.